over the rabbits' burrows and putting them on edge. We're fairly close to some of the estate's houses here, so the air rifle is the perfect tool for the job. The spot I've chosen for my ambush doesn't offer a lot of cover, so I'm going to lay flat on my belly to keep myself off the skyline. The wind is blowing from the hedgerow towards me, so any sense I'm carrying from the human world should be carried away from the rabbits. Shooting from the prone position may not be the most comfortable option, but it will make me a lot less conspicuous, and also means that I'm able to use a bipod, which should come in very handy to spook my quarry if they catch a glimpse. And now, as is so often the case, it's all about the waiting game. I've done everything I can to swing the odds in my favour. It's just a matter of the rabbits playing ball and venturing back out to feed. And fortunately, the wait isn't a very long one. There's a rabbit out. It's comfortably within range, oblivious. Now it's back to waiting and watching, in the hope that another chance won't be far away.
A few kicks of the legs there, but that was a very solid headshot and a very clean kill. That rabbit came straight out and started feeding very, very confidently. I actually had to give it a bit of a squeak to make it lift its head up. But it did the trick. That's the first one of the evening in the bag.
To us, and has settled straight down to feed. The tactics work again, and it's not very long before I've got another rabbit in the crosshairs.
Another good clean kill there. Again, a few twitches of the legs, but that's really typical with headshot rabbits though. That one was only about half grown, but you can't discriminate when you're controlling pests like this around pony paddocks. Small rabbits quickly grow into big rabbits that cause all sorts of problems.
You have to be patient with this sort of shooting.
Well, that was a bigger one. It was only about 25 metres, so a bit closer than the others, so I had to give the shot just a touch of hold under. Also, it was down in a bit of a dip, so I couldn't see all of the rabbit, but I could get a nice clear bead on its head and deliver another really solid headshot and a good clean kill, which is what we're after.
I load my old Daystate Mark IV by hand as I find it a little more accurate in single shot mode. It also enables me to mount the scope nice and low without having to worry about it fouling the magazine.
That was another full-grown one, peeping up over that same brow. Now again, it's about 25 metres, which is closer than my zero range, so the shot just required just a tiny amount of hold under to ensure that really solid smack to the skull.
This session is going really well. After a bit of a wait, there's another rabbit out, and I'm back in action again.
That was the classic cartwheel of a headshot rabbit. You know the pellets found its mark when they do that, and it really is lights out. Now, again, that one was only half grown, but as I explained earlier, you really don't discriminate with this kind of pest control. Another good thing is that the smaller rabbits are actually incredibly tender, so they're delicious pan-fried.